Meeker, Colorado, with Alan McCullough, CEO of White River Electric. How you doing today, Alan?
Great. Thanks for coming, Randy.
Hey, it's good to be here.
Got a couple renewable projects in Meeker we're excited about that
Nice.
we want you to take a look at. We have the Meeker Solar Garden adjacent to the school, and then we've got the Miller Creek Ditch located just south of town.
Alan, I gotta ask, what was the motivation behind White River Electric to get involved with renewables?
Well, White River was looking for some way to get into renewables that was cost effective, where we could make a financial benefit to the membership, and at the same time see how much participation we could get in allowing our members to individually participate in some projects.
Well, that's good to hear. Well, hey, thanks so much for the intro, Alan. I'm gonna go ahead and take off and check out some of these projects.
Sounds great.
White River Electric is always looking for opportunities to collaborate with their membership. And in this case, we found it in our local schools. Here at Meeker High, there's a community solar project on site. In exchange for use of the land, the school is allocated a production credit for 164 panels, which helps reduce their electric bill every month. In total, the Meeker Solar Garden is comprised of 396 solar panels. Last year, they generated 195,000 kilowatt hours of electricity. It's capable of powering roughly 20 homes. White River's renewable portfolio also includes the Miller Creek Ditch Hydro Project. Starting here at the head gate of the Miller Creek Ditch, with water running 19 miles through the irrigation canal to the water intake structure. All right, so Ron, as a member of both Tri-State and White River Electric, what does this project mean to you?
It means a lot to me because it means a lot to the consumers and owners of White River Electric, the members, and because we're doing good for this community and the agriculture that kind of supports the community.
Like a lot of history behind both this project and the ditch itself.
Well, the ditch was built in right around 1900, maybe even a little bit earlier. Don's the one that came up with the idea for the hydro. He started into it, exploring it like 15 years ago. And then here in the last few years with White River Electric, we've been able to figure out what we think is going to be a solution to help them pay for the expenses of the ditch. And it's just a do-good project for the consumer members of White River Electric and for this community.
All right, well, thanks, Ron. Let's go meet up with your brother Don at the Dinosaur?
We call it the Dinosaur. It's up there. It's kind of his answer to a critical problem on the ditch.
All right, let's go check it out. Oh, hey, Don, how's it going?
Good, Randy. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So what do we got here?
This is a machine you clean the ditch with. It's a hydro fork. We call it a dinosaur.
The Dinosaur.
Yeah.
All right. What do you say? Give me a chance to fire up the Dinosaur? And
You bet.
have a crack at it?
We'll get you going. It's all yours.
All right, got it.
Lift it up with that big one. Now, pull it back just a little more.
Okay.
That's it.
I did it. So how'd I do?
Good.
Nice.
Real good.
Here we are at the intake to the penstock, which is a large pipe that drops 90 feet and carries that water into the powerhouse, which then hits the turbine and creates 450,000 kilowatt hours of electricity per year. It then exits out back into the Miller Creek Ditch, which is then available for irrigators downstream to use. That wraps up my time in Meeker, Colorado. I'd like to give a special thanks to Tri-State and White River Electric for showing me around this beautiful area, some of the renewable projects they have going on. For now, this is Renewable Randy, signing off. As you can see here, particles of light, known as photons, hit the photovoltaic cell, knocking electrons free, creating electricity through a process known as magic. Any questions? Anyone? Yeah, Josie.
Why do you look like the Brawny Man?
Next question.